your teacher Francis, and I will gladly assist you in our lesson today on how to solve multi-step problem involving multiplication and addition or subtraction of decimal, mixed decimals, and whole numbers, including money, using appropriate problem-solving strategies and tools. Please prepare your module, notebook, and ball pen. Kids, do you still remember how to add decimals? Let's have a short recall of the steps. To add decimals, follow these steps. Write down the numbers, one under the other, with the decimal points lined up. Put in zeros so the numbers have the same length. Then add, using column addition, remembering to put the decimal point in the answer. Example, add 1 and 452 thousandths to 1 and 3 tenths. Line up the decimal points. 1 and 452 thousandths plus 1 and 3 tenths. Add with zeros. 1 and 452 thousandths plus 1 and 300 thousandths. Add 1 and 452 thousandths plus 1 and 300 thousandths is equal to 2 and 752 thousandths. The answer is 2 and 752 thousandths. Do you remember now? Very good! How about subtraction of decimals? To subtract, follow the same method. Line up the decimal points. Put in zeros so the numbers have the same length. Then subtract. Example, what is 7 and 368 thousandths minus 1 and 15 hundredths? Line up the decimal points. 7 and 368 thousandths minus 1 and 15 hundredths. Add with zeros. 7 and 368 thousandths minus 1 and 150 thousandths. Subtract. 7 and 368 thousandths minus 1 and 150 thousandths is equal to 6 and 218 thousandths. The answer is 6 and 218 thousandths. Were you able to recall this? I hope you did. Great job! How about multiplying decimals? Please get your notebook and try to solve this. To multiply decimal numbers, multiply the numbers just as if they were whole numbers. Line up the numbers on the right. Do not align the decimal points. Starting on the right, multiply each digit in the top number by each digit in the bottom number, just as with whole numbers. Add the products. Place the decimal point in the answer by starting at the right and moving a number of places equal to the sum of the decimal places in both numbers multiplied. For example, 3 and 7/700ths times 2 and 8 tenths. 3 and 7/700ths has 2 decimal places, while 2 and 8 tenths is 1 decimal place. First, we will multiply 3 and 7/700ths by 8. 3 and 7/700ths times 8 is equal to 3016. Then we will multiply 3 and 7/700ths by 2. 3 and 7/700ths times 2 is equal to 754. We will now proceed to addition. 3016 plus 754 is equal to 10,556. Take note that we had 3 decimal places. we have 2 decimal places at the multiplicand and 1 decimal place at the multiplier. That means that we are going to move the decimal point from right to left 3 times. So our final answer is 10 and 556 thousandths. Is your answer 10 and 556 thousandths too? Great! Moving on to our lesson. Have you tried buying fruits from a vendor? What fruits do you usually buy? Is it mango, papaya, banana, or an apple? Is it important for us to eat fruits? Why? You are right, because fruits provide nutrients to our body. Kids, I will tell you a story of a vendor. A vendor bought 3 watermelons weighing 2.8 kilograms, 3.2 kilograms, and 2.9 kilograms to be sold in a nearby community. If each kilogram cost 28 pesos, how much did you pay in all? What is asked in the story? Great! How much did you pay in all if each kilogram cost 28 pesos? What are given? You got it right! 3 watermelons weighing 2.8 kilograms, 3.2 kilograms, and 2.9 kilograms. And the price of watermelon, which is 28 pesos per kilogram. What operations are we going to use? We will use addition and multiplication. Okay, let's solve. First, we are going to add the kilograms of the 3 watermelons. 2.8 plus 3.2 plus 2.9. That is equal to 8.9 kilograms. After that, we are now going to multiply the sum to the price of the watermelon per kilogram, which is 28 pesos. 8.9 has 1 decimal place, multiplied by 28, which is a whole number. We will first multiply 8.9 by 8. 8.9 times 8 is equal to 712. Then we will multiply 8.9 by 2. 8.9 times 2 is equal to 178. We will now proceed to addition. 712 plus 178 is equal to 2,492. Take note that we had only 1 decimal place. Meaning to say, we will move the decimal point from right to left just only once. Thus, our answer is 249.2. What is asked in the problem? The vendor will pay 249 pesos and 20 centavos. Did you get it right? Great! In solving the problem, we will use the Julius force test. First, understand. Second, plan. Third, solve. Fourth, check and interpret. By now, you have noticed that there is a hidden question to answer first before arriving at the final answer. But how will you know if your answer is correct? Yes, you are right by following Julius force test. First, we're going to understand the problem well. Second, we're going to plan what operations you're going to use. Third, you're going to solve. And fourth one, If you think you did not arrive at the final answer yet, you're going to check and interpret the word problem so you can provide the final answer. In your notebook, answer the following. You will be given 20 seconds to do this. Another vendor bought 3 watermelons weighing 2.9 kilograms, 3.15 kilograms, and 3.25 kilograms at 35 pesos a kilogram. How much change did he get from 500 peso bill? Question number 1. What is asked in the problem? Question number 2. What are the given? Three watermelons weighing 2.9 kilograms, 3.15 kilograms, 3.25 kilograms, 35 pesos per kilogram, and 500 peso bill. What operations to be used? The operations that we're going to use are addition, multiplication, and subtraction. Okay, let's solve. First, we are going to add the kilograms of the 3 watermelons. 2.9 plus 3.15 plus 3.25. That is equal to 9.30. After that, we are now going to multiply the sum to the price of the watermelon per kilogram, which is 35 pesos. 9.30 times 35. 9.30 has 2 decimal places, while 35 has no decimal place, since it is a whole number. First, we will multiply 9.30 by 5. 9.30 times 5 is equal to 4,650. Then, we will multiply 9.30 by 3. 9.30 times 3 is equal to 2,790. Then, we will proceed to addition. 4,650 plus 2,790 is equal to 325.50. But wait! There is still a question that needs to be answered. Yes, you're right. The change that you get from 500 peso bill. To get the change, we will now subtract 325.50 from 500. 500 minus 325.50 is equal to 174.50. Now, the vendor got the change of 174 pesos and 50 centavos from his 500 peso bill. Kids, please follow me. Understand, plan, solve, check, and interpret. Let's do it 3 times. Understand, plan, solve, check, and interpret. Again. Understand, plan, solve, check, and interpret. One more time. Understand, plan, solve, check, and interpret. Great! Now, let's do it all together with a tune. Did you do it well? Great job! Now you know the Polias 4 steps. Understand, plan, solve, check, and interpret. This time, get your notebook and pen and answer the following. Write 2 situations that you'll see in the market where adding, subtracting, and multiplying decimals are used. Did you think of the following? Yes, we see the flash pictures when we go to market. We use addition, subtraction, and multiplication of decimals in purchasing fish, fruits, and vegetables. Let us all remember in solving word problems involving multiplication and addition or subtraction of decimals, we must follow the Polias 4 steps. At this time, think of a situation at home wherein adding, subtracting, and multiplying decimals would be useful to you. What did you write? Did you think of the following? I know you did well! Great job! At home, we add, subtract, and multiply decimals to monitor our monthly bills and expenses, monitor our weight and height, utilize our day-to-day living like cooking and doing some household chores. How do we solve word problems involving multiplication and addition or subtraction of decimals? Yes, you're right! We solve word problems by following Polias 4 steps. First, understand. Second, plan. Third, solve. Fourth, check and interpret. Alright, let's have our final activity. Read the word problem flash on your TV screen. Get your notebook and answer the questions. Questions 1 to 3 is equivalent to 1 point each, while the solution is 2 points. Total points is 5. Susan bought 3.5 kilos of sugar at 40 pesos and 75 centavos a kilo, and a dozen eggs at 4 pesos and 90 centavos each for the cake she will bake. She gave the cashier 500 pesos. How much change did she receive? Question number 1. What is asked in the problem? A. the change you received from 500 pesos? B. The price of sugar. C. The price of eggs. D. The total cost of sugar and eggs. Question number 2. What are the given? A. 3.5 kilos of sugar and 500 peso bill. B. 3.5 kilos of sugar at 40 pesos and 75 centavos per kilo. A dozen of eggs at 4 pesos and 90 centavos each, and a 500 peso bill. C. 4.5 kilos of sugar at 40 pesos and 75 centavos per kilo. A dozen of eggs at 4 pesos and 90 centavos each. D. 3.5 kilograms of sugar at 40 pesos and 75 centavos per kilo. A dozen of eggs and a 500 peso bill. Question number 3. What operations to be used? A. Multiplication. B. Multiplication and addition. C. Multiplication, addition, and subtraction. Letter D. Multiplication and subtraction. Okay, let's solve. We will first multiply 3.5 kilos of sugar to its price per kilo, which is 40 pesos and 75 centavos. 40.75 times 3.5. First, we will multiply 40.75 by 5. 40.75 times 5 is equal to 20,375. Then we will multiply 40.75 by 3. 40.75 times 3 is equal to 12,225. Then proceed to addition. 20,375 plus 12,225 is equal to 142,625. Since we have 3 decimal places, we will move the decimal point from right to left thrice. Thus, our answer is 142.625. Next is a dozen of egg to be multiplied at 4 pesos and 90 centavos each. We all know that there are 12 eggs in 1 dozen. So we will multiply 4.90 to 12. 4.90 times 12. First, multiply 4.90 by 2. 4.90 times 2 is equal to 980. Then multiply 4.90 by 1. 4.90 times 1 is equal to 490. Proceed to addition. 980 plus 490 is equal to 5,880. Since we have 2 decimals, we will move the decimal point from right to left twice. Thus, our answer is 58.80. Now, we will add the 2 products, 142 and 625 thousandths, and 58 and 80 hundredths. 142 and 625 thousandths plus 58 and 80 hundredths. we will add with zeros. 142 and 625 thousandths plus 58 and 800 thousandths is equal to 201 and 425 thousandths. Again, there is still a question to be answered. That is the change that she will receive after paying 500 peso bill. Now, to know the change she received, we will subtract 201 and 425 thousandths from her 500 peso bill. 500 minus 201 and 425 thousandths. We will add with zeros. 500 minus 201 and 425 thousandths is equal to 298 and 575 thousandths. Therefore, she received a change of 298 and 575 thousandths. What is your score? If you got 5, very good. If your score is 3 or 4, good. 2 and down, nice try. Please study more. Now, answer your learning activity sheets or modules on this topic. When you're finished answering, contact the numbers of your teacher found in your instructional kit. You can also send message through email or messenger. Today, we learned how to solve multi-step problem involving multiplication and addition or subtraction of decimal, mixed decimals, and whole numbers, including money, using appropriate problem-solving strategies and tools. Let us always remember to apply OLIA's 4 steps in solving a word problem. Understand, plan, solve, check, and interpret. Kids, you can now review this video through our YouTube channel. Search Aral TV, Leyte Division, click like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get notified of the latest uploads. I hope you enjoyed and learned from what we have discussed today. This is your teacher Francis saying mathematics is fantastic. See you next time. Goodbye!